Good, what, like 6, 8 degrees colder now?
Yeah, we actually are. Some areas near Lake Okeechobee about 10 degrees colder than this time yesterday. And if you haven't stepped outside yet, you feel it with temperatures right now anywhere from 34, LaBelle, Immokalee, and Clewiston. That's just 2 above freezing. And typically this time of year, when we get temperatures that cold, we look for some frost. But it's the wind that's keeping that frost from developing. And Chris, here's an update. Clewiston, 13 degrees colder now than they were this time yesterday, as we are now at 519 in the maps continue to update. It's this wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts right now, near 20 miles per hour in Marco Island. It makes it feel cold outside. If you don't believe me, just ask Jessica. She's live in Punta Gorda. Jessica, how's it feel out there?
Yeah, Trent, just ask me and my 4 layers that I have on. I've got the beanie and everything, doing my best to try and stay warm out here in Charlotte County, where we are seeing some pretty cold temperatures. And if you don't believe me, we're also going to ask Randy and Wyatt out here this morning. Wyatt, who is shivering and doing his best to stay warm out here, right?
Yes, it's really cold.
Cold for us Floridians, and I have to say I did flag Randy over here because I totally appreciate the thermal socks with the sandals. Nothing says Florida like that. Tell me how you are dealing with these cold temps this morning, Randy.
We're not.
We're not, exactly. We just want to go back into bed and pretend it's not this cold, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me where you guys are from. Are you born and raised in Florida? Are you used to cold temps like this? Or are you from up north?
Yeah, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
is this cold for you?
No, it's pretty normal.
But you've kind of acclimated to the Florida temps because I see you're shivering.
Yeah, I got a hoodie and a shirt and a jacket. And
oh, look at this guy over here, sir. Are you staying warm? All right, we are totally Floridians out here this morning, doing our best to keep warm in the cold out here in Charlotte County. I'm going to let you guys go grab a warm cup of coffee. Yes, try and stay warm out there this morning. And we're also going to send it back to Trent for another look. Trent, how long is this cold weather going to last? What do we have in store?
Well, Jessica, let's stop right there. We have breaking news. A sock and sandal alert has been issued for Southwest Florida. It is official. Oh, man, the things you see when it gets cold. And Jessica, that cold weather is going to last here for a few hours. The wind chill advisory is in place until 9 a.m. this morning. And this is what it feels like when you factor in the wind. It feels like low to mid 20s across the area. There's a reason Jessica has a hat on this morning. If you've got little ones headed to the bus stop, bundle them up, put an extra layer on them. At least make sure that that jacket has some pockets to keep those hands warm this morning. Because when you have the wind sustained near 15 miles per hour like it is this morning, it's this dangerous wind chill here for us folks in South Florida who just aren't used to the cold. Now, later on today, we'll see temperatures in the upper 50s to around 60 by about 3-4 o'clock. I'm forecasting low 60s for much of the area, including Collier County. We'll stay in the upper 50s in areas of Charlotte County up towards DeSoto. And then overnight tonight, we're only going to fall in the low 50s as temperatures slowly begin to moderate. Now, one of the reasons the winds are so strong, we are sandwiched in between an area of low pressure developing north of the Bahamas and this high pressure center over the southeast. With that northerly wind flow here across town, that's keeping the wind chill advisory in place, a small craft advisory out on the water. So boating conditions today not much improved compared to where they were this time yesterday. And you can see the rain there with that developing area of low pressure. The next storm system is showing up here on the maps, bringing with us some heavy snow from Omaha on down towards Wichita this morning. And another nasty morning here in Kansas City. It seems like every storm system rolling through the Midwest there is impacting the northern parts there of Missouri. And the snow is past Fort Smith, Arkansas, heading down and starting to turn to a little icy snow mix here in the eastern parts of Texas this morning, approaching Shreveport. And you can see on the temperature map, winter has definitely got a grip on the country. We are at or below freezing across the majority of the Central Plains and the East Coast, and those 30s have slid all the way down the state of Florida. We mentioned it just a few moments ago, that small craft advisory in place through this evening, as those winds will be 20 knots out on the water. I would advise holding off on some boating plans here until the weekend. So today, 64. Tonight, not as cold. That's the good news. We'll be down to 50, and then the warmth enters the forecast once again as we go through Thursday and Friday. And another cold front will cool us off here slightly later on in the weekend. It's 5:23. We're just getting started. Make an extra cup of coffee. Keep those hands warm. We'll be back with more news.